Hey girls, you ready for your close-up? What's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Angela, and if you're new here, my name is Angela. Okay? If experience videos are your thing, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Click the little post notification bell. We know you want to do it. We know you're tempted. Hi Nayla. Are you in the frame? I can't tell. Hold on. Oh no, you're not. Well, a little bit. Hi, honey. Nala wants to say hello. Say hi. Hi. She's hanging out with me today. This video is really special because it is my breast augmentation video, aka my first plastic surgery ever. I'm kind of nervous. I figured now is the perfect time to film this because I'm getting my BBL next week and I'm filming that entire process start to finish. I already have my rhinoplasty video up and I never did a breast augmentation video. I don't know why. I think it's because I got my breast augmentation such a long time ago that I kind of just like forgot about it in a weird way because my boobs feel like I've had them forever. But it's a shame that I have to do this because I feel like it's 2020. We should just accept people and what they do with their bodies, like, because it's their bodies, not yours. But if you're against plastic surgery, elective surgeries, if talking about surgery makes you nauseous or sick, or my face makes you sick, please just exit out of this video. This video is not for you. No need to get into a debate in the comments or try to insult me in any way. I won't be insulted. I just want this video to be helpful for people that are interested in getting a breast augmentation or have had one and want to know what my experience was like. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started. So let's rewind to when I was 13 or 14 and my period came, but my boobs were just... My boobs didn't leave the chat, they never entered the chat, okay? And I was really self-conscious about my body because my calves, my thighs, just my legs in general were always much bigger than the rest of my body. I was like emaciated from the waist up. And even though that's a trend now to be really tiny on top and thicker on the bottom, I hated it. I wanted to be more proportional. So this surgery was something that I wanted for such a long time, like even more so than my nose. Like I could not stand looking at myself in the mirror every day and just seeing two nipples and nothing else. Like I was completely flat. So when I was 21, I finally decided to start going on some consultations to talk about the possibility of getting a breast augmentation. I knew nothing about it. I knew nothing about the types of implants, the profiles of implants, CCs, nothing. I went into it completely blind to just get different doctors' perspectives on what they can do for me to make me more confident. I literally did everything by the books. I saw 3 different plastic surgeons. I did a ton of research. I talked to people and I finally made a decision to get my breasts done. Picking out a plastic surgeon is like picking out a gynecologist. It's really personal. You want your plastic surgeon to have a good bedside manner and to understand your wants and your needs, not just press their own opinions on you and force you into something that you're not comfortable with. So I went on multiple consultations and I finally chose my doctor, which was Dr. Ablaza at the Montclair Plastic Surgery Group in Montclair, New Jersey. Now I chose her because I wanted a female's perspective on my breast augmentation. I'm sure a lot of men are great at doing boobs, but for me, I really wanted that female perspective. Dr. Ablaza was the last consultation I went on and I was really hung up on size. I couldn't decide on a size. I was like, oh my God, should I do 300 cc's, 400 cc's? Do I go by a bra size? Like what kind of implants do I get? And she was really informative. So first and foremost, we decided on the gummy bear implant because I wanted something really natural feeling. And at this time in 2012, when I got my boobs done, I was 21 years old. And according to the FDA, you can't get gummy bear implants until you're 22. So I had to get special permission to get them done a few months earlier, which I did, thank God, because the gummy bear implants was the best decision I ever made. I have some friends who have gotten saline and they just don't like them. So I love my gummy bear implants. I also got high profile implants, which just means that they sit a little bit higher. They don't have a fake look to them, but they're not like hanging, you know, so they're just nice and perky. And as far as size, she kind of put a really interesting perspective on size for me, which I appreciated because it really helped me pick out the perfect size. She kind of explained to me that There's gonna be times when I want my boobs big and out there and in your face and be sexy and voluptuous, and there's gonna be times that I don't want that, like around children or on Thanksgiving or a job interview. So she said it's much easier to throw on a push-up bra and have them be like in your face like that, rather than start out with ginormous boobs and have to like tape them down for family functions. You know what I'm saying? So also at first, because I started out with nothing, I was like,
I want to go too big. I want to get a C cup.
yada yada yada. And she's like, girl, you're 5'5", you're 120 pounds, this is the smallest you'll ever be. So if you're in between sizes, go up, because most time people have like booby greed and then they regret not going bigger. So that's exactly what I did. I decided to go with a 34D. So I was going from a 34A to a 34D. Just because you get the same CCs as me doesn't mean that you're gonna get the same size boobs as me, because it depends on how much breast tissue you have to start out with. Like I had literally nothing, but one of my boobs was slightly bigger than the other one. So the CCs I got was 325 in one and 375 in the other, because I had a 50 CC difference in my boobs to start. And that pretty much evened them out. I honestly don't even remember which one was smaller or bigger to start out with. Like that's how perfect they look now. So she did my surgery. I remember going in being really nervous. My mom and my boyfriend at the time went across the street to pray in the church for me. But honestly, like before I knew it, I feel like I blinked and the surgery was over. Oh, another thing about my implants was that I got them under the muscle. Never get them above the muscle, just don't, okay? Implants should always go under the muscle for the most natural look. And that's on period. I don't care what nobody says. Always under the muscle. As far as pain goes, I felt little to no pain. This was probably the easiest procedure I've ever had done. Mind you, I've had ptosis corrective surgery, I've had a rhinoplasty, I've had my tonsils removed, I've broken all 10 of my toes. This was by far the easiest. For those of you asking me about pain, this was like, I would say the pain for this surgery was like 2 out of 10. Because after surgery, you get your painkillers, you get your muscle relaxers, and you're just chilling. I think the most I felt was just a lot of pressure on my chest. For the first couple of weeks, it just felt like somebody was sitting on my chest at all times, which was kind of annoying. But after a while, I was all good. They gave me a compression bra to wear. I had to wear it pretty much like 24 hours a day for the first couple of weeks, and then it kind of lessened from there. But honestly, the recovery was nothing to remember. It was really, really easy. Like I couldn't really lift anything for a couple of weeks. My boyfriend was helping me with everything. So I would imagine if you have kids, that might be a little bit hard if you're used to carrying them all the time. But you know, I know women who have kids that have done it and they were fine. So just be aware. And also that means no working out for, I think it was like 6 weeks. So that was pretty hard as well. But other than that, super, super easy. During recovery, my boobs pretty much changed every day. When I first got out of surgery, they were up to my chin, they were hard as rocks, and I was like, oh my God, what did I do? But with each passing day and giving myself the massages I was supposed to give myself, they kind of dropped to where they are right now. Yes, mama. You wanna get down? Okay. However, a year after I got my surgery, I started noticing that one of my boobs was changing shape, and I was having a stabbing pain. This is where things got a little rough for me and really just scared the crap out of me. So I lived in an apartment complex where the laundry was in a different building. So I'd have to carry my laundry down the stairs, up the steps. It was a lot of carrying. I remember carrying my laundry to the laundry facility and being like, oh my God, my boob really hurts. Like, did I hurt it? Like, it's literally stabbing me right now. This is not okay. What's going on? I remember calling my mom instantly and being like, there's something wrong. I need to see my doctor. I went back in the house and I looked at my boobs. Mind you, like I see myself naked every day, but I really inspected them this time, and I noticed that one of my boobs was sitting much higher and had like a weird shape to it. It was almost square, and I was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? I popped an implant. I gotta see my doctor. So I went back in to see Dr. Ablaza, and after looking at me and feeling around, she said that I had a capsular contracture, which is basically scar tissue that had formed around my implant that was constricting it and giving it a weird shape. And I was like, why is this happening to me? I did everything right. right. And she just said it just happens sometimes randomly when you put a foreign body inside of your body reacts to it a certain way and forms this scar tissue. But to correct it would be super easy. All she would have to do is just re-enter the incision she made. By the way, my incisions are under my boobs. So when she went in for surgery, she went in under the boob, not around the nipple. And she would just go into that same incision, give the scar tissue a little snip, and then I'll be done. So that's exactly what I did. She actually didn't charge me for the surgery. I mean, I did still have to pay for anesthesia, which was like $2,000 anyway. I feel like anesthesia is more expensive than anything, but whatever. And she corrected it and I was fine. The recovery for that was pretty much the same. I had to wear the compression bra for a few weeks, and then after that I was completely fine. I've had other surgeries since then where I have not had a problem with scar tissue at all. I just think that it was because I put an implant in my body wasn't used to it, and that was it. But I've had injectables, rhinoplasty, and other surgeries where I've had no issue with scar tissue at all. So that for me was an isolated incident, and after it was corrected, nothing happened, and my boobs are like perfect. I love them, no regrets. I think they're 8 years old this month, literally. I got them done in June of 2012. So we're going on 8 years, so happy birthday, kids. Love you. So I just posted on my story a few minutes ago that I was filming my breast augmentation. Fucking Jay. So overall, I love my breast augmentation. Love my doctor. I did have some issues, but no regrets at all. If you're thinking about a breast augmentation, I'm not gonna say that I highly recommend it. Do your research and make sure it's something that you really want, but I do not regret mine at all. Love my boobs, and that's that on that. I did ask you guys on Instagram to ask me anything about my breast augmentation. So I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me anything regarding my breast augmentation in case I forgot anything. So let's see what you guys asked. On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad was your recovery pain level? I'd definitely say it was like a 2 out of 10, super easy. Breast implants don't last forever. They typically have a lifespan of about 10 years, but because gummy bear implants were so new when I got them, they said that they could last even longer than that. And just pay attention to how they change over time. Obviously, if I have any issues, I'll definitely get them replaced sooner, but I love how my boobs look right now, and in the future I will definitely be replacing them with another set of gummy bear implants. Bitch, can you please do another season of the challenge? We miss you. Stop! Leave the challenge out of this. This is breast augmentation questions only. Oh, how much was it? Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to tell you. So my surgery was $10,000. Do you think it was worth it? Absolutely. Where did you get your incision? So I got my incision underneath the boob. I was not about the nipple life where they like cut the incision around the nipple. Oh, that like skeeves me out so much. So I got it underneath. And you can't even see the incisions anymore. They're like completely gone. And somebody asked, how are your scars? Completely gone. Under the muscle or over the muscle? Always under. Do you have any symptoms of breast implant illness? Capsular contracture or any other complications after? I answered that I did have a capsular contracture, but other than that, no symptoms of breast implant illness. They honestly feel like my boobs, which, I mean, they are, but they feel like I've always had them. How many cc's? I answered this, but 325 in one and 375 in the other. Did you get the size you hoped for? Yes, I did, 100%. Many people say they should have gone bigger. Yeah, people get boob greed, but honestly, I feel like I got the perfect size for me. I would not change them. Tips for recovery? I would definitely say not sleeping flat, like sleeping kind of elevated, just so your inflammation goes down and you recover quicker. Okay, so somebody said, how did you massage yours? I currently have capsular contracture. So my doctor gave me an entire like pamphlet on how to massage them. I massaged them. My boyfriend helped me massage them. So I did massage them like I was supposed to, but I still got the capsular contracture a year later. So maybe I should have massaged them longer. I don't know, but yeah. How long did it take for your breasts to finally settle into place and look natural? Probably about 6 to 9 months, I would say. Yeah, I would say between like 6 and 9 months, they settle to like a natural position. But I would say after a full year is where they landed here. What made you consider getting them? I was always really insecure. That was my number one insecurity. I would wear a ton of padded bras. I was made fun of in school for my padded bras. I remember I was changing in gym class and I don't know what made me wear like a double D padded bra, but the girls saw me changing and one girl was like, oh my gosh, Angela, you have space between your boobs and your bra, like you wear padded bras. And then I got made fun of for such a long time, so that kind of scarred me for life. Silicone or saline? I got silicone, the gummy bear silicones. Does getting implants mean you always have to wear a bra? Actually, I almost never wear a bra, but I think it's because I also got HP implants, so they sit a little bit higher, so it always looks like I'm wearing a bra whether I'm wearing a bra or not, which I love about my implants. What factors confirmed your decision? Honestly, there was only 2 things holding me back from getting my breast augmentation because I was really like not confident. I hated my boobs. So like I was dead set on getting it. But there were 2 things that made me not want to get it, which was possibly losing nipple sensation and or not being able to breastfeed. Those were like 2 things that I was like, I can't lose my nipples and I want to be able to feed my baby. So, but my doctor assured me that yeah, there was a possibility that I would lose nipple sensation, but the probability of me not being able to breastfeed, like it's very, very rare. And so I took the risk of losing my nipple sensation and I didn't lose my nipple sensation, but I do have friends that have lost nipple sensation. Thoughts on international surgery compared to the US? Here's my thing with international surgery. I know a lot of surgeries were created overseas, like they are the pioneers of certain procedures. However, for me, I want to go to doctors who are local, meaning like in the United States, where they are accessible to me at all times, because if something goes wrong, I want to be able to run to them as fast as possible. Like, and that's exactly what happened. Like if anytime I had a problem with my rhinoplasty or my breast implants, like I went straight to my doctor, like no hesitation, and they were right there for me. I'm getting my BBL done in Miami, but I'm staying for an entire week after to make sure everything is good. And Miami for me is only like a 2.5-hour flight. So if anything happens in the future, like Miami is still right there. But as far as going overseas, that's a little bit too much for me. So definitely prefer having my doctors accessible to me. Is there any maintenance required after surgery? Do the implants expire? Just massaging for a certain amount of time after you get your boobs done is really important. It's really uncomfortable. It's kind of painful and annoying. Like the thought of me like moving around like my incisions was like so gross to me, but definitely do it. It's gonna make your recovery so much easier and your results come so much faster. And yeah, you're supposed to get your implants changed every 10 years. But like I said, with the gummy bears, they are said to last even longer. How do your boobs feel, and would you go back and not have gotten them? No, definitely love my boobs, and my boobs feel natural. So everyone says. But that's it. That's all the questions. I think I covered everything. If I didn't cover a question or you have more questions that you want answered, please comment them down below and I'll be sure to respond to you. But before we go, I have to give my Angela Alert Army shout out. So today's Angela Alert Army shout out goes to Anna, who said, I love when you and Christina are together. Y'all always have a good time and it's so funny to watch. I also love having my sister in my videos. She'd be in more if she woke up earlier to film with me, but hey, to each their own. Tell her to wake up before 4 p.m. so she could be in more of my videos. Thank you so much. Sincerely, management. And if you want to be an Angela Alert rider, all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, click the little notification bell, and comment Angela Alert Army down below when you are done. But you should definitely be subscribing if you want to follow me along on my BBL journey, because this will be the first plastic surgery experience I film start to finish. I'm talking about going to Miami, filming my surgery day of, the recovery home, and then my recovery from then on. I will be giving you guys updates periodically. So there's gonna be a ton of videos for that. You don't wanna miss them. It's gonna be real and raw and probably gross. Just a heads up. But that is for real all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one.